Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy simple vorst stew recipe. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. So to begin with, I'm going to start off with some vorst. I've already cut mine into smaller pieces, but you're welcome to cook yours whole and then cut them once they are fully cooked through. I'm adding those into my pot, evenly distributing those so that they can cook evenly, and then I'm just going to allow those to cook on a medium to high heat in my pot for about 5 to 10 minutes until my meat is fully cooked through. After 5 to 10 minutes, you will find that your vorst is simmering inside its oil, so all those oily juices have just been released, and that is perfectly fine. I'm then going to be removing the meat from the pot, and this will just enable us to be able to skim out those excessive oils because we don't want to be cooking with those, and then we're just going to discard that oil. Okay, once we're done with the discarding process, we're then going to move over to the sauce. So it's a simple vorst stew. We're not going to use many ingredients. I'm going to be using this Braai relish that comes with its own onions and tomato and a little bit of herbs. I prefer to use this because I don't have to be chopping too many things. So I'm going to be adding that into my pot, and I'm going to give that a quick mix. I'm going to allow that to also simmer for about 5 minutes before I proceed to the next step. So after 5 minutes, you will notice that your sauce has also reduced. Your tomatoes have sort of softened and cooked through. We are then going to be adding some spices. I started off by adding a little bit of paprika, then I added some turmeric and a little bit of ginger. So the turmeric and paprika just to give the stew a nice color. The ginger is to give it a little bit of dimension, and then lastly I did add some medium curry powder. You're welcome to add mild or hot curry powder if that's what you're going for. It will work perfectly fine with this recipe. So I'm going to give that a quick mix, and I'm going to allow it to simmer for like 2 to 3 minutes just to get my spices evenly distributed. Then I'm going to be adding some potatoes. I know you guys would want to know what other vegetables you can add. You can also add carrots, you can also add some green beans if you like, but I only wanted mine to have a little bit of potatoes, so I've added my potatoes, mixed them up just so that I can evenly distribute them, and then I'm going to be adding some water. So the water is there to make sure, or should be enough to make sure that your potatoes cook through and they soften. So I've added about 1.5 cups of water into mine. Then I'm going to be adding some beef stock. If you've got powdered stock or a stock powder, you can also use that, but I've got the beef cube, so I'm going to be adding that, giving that a quick mix just so that I can evenly distribute that inside my pot as well. Then I'm going to allow this to simmer for about 20 minutes until my potatoes have softened. You want to make sure that your potatoes have softened completely before you move over to the next step, because the next step is going to be really quick. So the next step will then be to add our meat back, and the main thing about this is we want our meat to simmer in the sauce so that we can get all the flavors of the vorst into the sauce and all the flavors from the sauce infused into the vorst. So we're going to allow that to simmer for about 15 minutes, and we're still working on a medium high heat for this meal. So that's setting number 5 on your stove, and then you're going to allow that to cook for about 15 minutes without a lid. And the reason why I don't want the lid is because I want my sauce to reduce. So I do want evaporation to occur so that my sauce can actually reduce also in volume. So you can see that my sauce is much thicker than what it was before, and for me this is perfectly fine. But if you do want your sauce to be thicker than this, you can go ahead and thicken it up with some brown onion soup, or you can add a mixture of plain flour and water, which I will have in the description box below. I have also added a little bit of dried parsley just to give a little bit of green color into my stew, and that is basically it for this recipe. It is quick, it's easy, it's simple, it gets straight to the point. If you are interested in doing this recipe, please do let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. Comment in the comment section, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.